A morale booster for these soldiers must be when the Prime Minister is standing with them shoulder to shoulder, isn't it, Major Mohammed Shah? You've also been associated and have, served the nation earlier. Take us through really the emotions which goes through, the heart of a soldier who's serving in a difficult terrain, as Wing Commander Bakshi told us. When the Prime Minister comes and, you have these heartwarming visual that the band is performing and the PM is standing with them, clapping, singing, boosting their spirit, really.
Absolutely, Meenakshi. Meenakshi, this is a sign of great leadership. And when you lead by example, you see the performance of the men, of the entire men, people who are the team you're leading, it really enhances, it really improves. It's like a boss and a leader. So a leader knows how it is to be done. A boss knows how it is to be done. A leader shows how it is to be done. A boss takes the credit, a leader gives it away. A boss lets his people know where he stands. A leader lets the people know where they all stand. A boss says, get there on time. A leader says, let's get there ahead of time together. So when you actually mix with the crowd, one thing which I learned in the army was, know your men who you command better than their own mothers and care for them even more. Very difficult job to do, but not impossible. If you put your heart and mind and soul to it, you can achieve that. And that is the job of a leader. So when you see our Prime Minister actually going there and increasing the morale of the troops in such a difficult terrain, you don't even get, it's very difficult to go and leave. Even if you do get leave, you spend half your time traveling. So you will feel, okay, if I get 4 days or 5 days or 6 days or 10 days of casual leave, I'll spend this much time traveling. So rather you not go on casual leave, you go on annual leave. And even then, it's a very difficult terrain. It's biting cold over there, Meenakshi, biting cold. When people go to Darjeeling or Mussoorie or Nainital, they have early morning tea and their fingers are frozen and they feel, oh, it's so cold. But try going there. I would tell people to go there. And there's a quote for our brave soldiers and for martyrs, of course. When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today. And there's a Chetwood Credo, which we took an oath while we got commissioned in the army as officers, when we were awarded the President's Commission, which said, the safety, honor, welfare of your country comes first, always and every time. The honor, welfare and comfort of the men you command comes next. Your own ease, comfort and safety comes last, always and every time. So when we actually look after our troops, you look after your troops, they will look after you. Meenakshi, one more thing I'll tell you.
Yes.
I was in 2003, 2005, when I was in Jammu Kashmir and I was fighting insurgency, and we would go in a convoy. And if we would have a tire burst, I'm not talking about me in particular only, I'm talking about a commander over there. When the commanders look after their men, I will tell you how the men in turn, if there would be a flat tire or the vehicle would get spoiled in the jungles, the men would get off their vehicles and form a human shield around the company commander or platoon commander or the commanding officer's vehicle, and they would guard them. Now that is the loyalty of our troops. They would say, okay, let the first bullet, if it has to come, it will hit us first, not our officer. And they would always, I was very lenient with certain things in the army, which was if a man has to go on leave, nobody is indispensable, no work stops. A Jawan who would ask me for leave, I would say you would go on leave, no doubt, but you take double the leave, and I would give him double the leave. I would ensure that he gets hot water for a bath over there, even in those difficult climates.
Yeah.
He would ensure to get hot meals. As Napoleon Bonaparte once said, the army marches on its stomach. So when we see our Prime Minister going there, I think even sitting over here as ex-servicemen, our morale also has gone up. If our morale has gone up, you can well imagine the plight and the morale of the troops who are serving in that difficult terrain, Meenakshi.
Well, certainly, and that's a point both of you, Wing Commander Bakshi and Prime Minister Modi, Mohammed Shah is also focusing on when it comes to Prime Minister Modi. Major Shah, last word to you. When we speak of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's messaging today, the optics are point on. Also very important to highlight that it's been PM Modi's tradition, 8 years on, he's been visiting the soldiers at the border every Diwali. When he assumed charge in 2014, he visited Siachen, and now he's at the border there in Kargil. Very, very important and significant, something which must be underlined and, as you said earlier, almost appreciated.
Absolutely, Meenakshi, and these are very, very difficult terrains. It is, even for soldiers, we have to acclimatize, declimatize. There's a protocol, a drill which we follow to go there. But at this age and stage, and when the leader goes there, oh my goodness, what a moral, what a exemplary leadership it shows. It shows that, even people, there would be some people who would support, who would be against. There are people who are, I would call them naysayers, who are not very pro the Prime Minister as well. They also appreciating the fact, the move, the very fact that yes, PM Modi has gone there and he has shown. Earlier, why is it that earlier we didn't see, there have been a lot of Prime Ministers who have been in India. We didn't see any Prime Minister going there physically on ground and being there with the troops. Yeah, most certainly it is something which we all should feel proud about. And other nations, other countries, as I spoke sometime earlier, President Putin had gone to his Russian military academy to uplift the morale of his troops over there, and where he hugged a soldier. He asked him, who all are there in their family? He said, I have a 5-year-old daughter. He said, well, God bless you. But then he also would be seeing all of them, all the world leaders would be seeing Prime Minister Modi and how he goes every Diwali without fail. In 8 years, he has gone there. Longewala. Longewala is a place where my father fought the battle. Wing Commander Praful Bakshi knows him very well. When he had fought the battle of Longewala, and they had given Pakistanis were on their knees, literally on the knees. So that is when India won the cricket match, it was like there were a lot of memes and a lot of cartoons of floating around where Pakistan was signing the deed. So yes, but anyhow, I would say one should like to be a leader who leads by example, leads by personal example, and that is when leader should just say, follow me, and people should just close their eyes. They should have that faith in the leader, and they should just follow that leader to victory.
Very, very important and significant point both of you are making, and certainly this gesture by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where he has gone to the border, the Kargil border, and celebrated Diwali with soldiers. I'd like to thank at this point of time Wing Commander Bakshi and Major Mohammed Shah for joining us on the broadcast.